Ladies and gentlemen, stop scrolling, sit up, take a breath, because what you're about to hear will change everything. Just 20 minutes, that's all it takes. Not a week, not a month. Right here, right now. This moment has been waiting for you. The kind of moment where something inside you finally wakes up. That voice that's been whispering for years, telling you there's more. This is the day you stop ignoring it. This is the turning point. And not because someone said so, because deep down, you're tired of waiting, you're tired of excuses, you're tired of settling. And if that fire inside you is even barely flickering, then this is the moment you pour gasoline on it every second you're doubting yourself. Someone out there is taking the risk you're scared to take. Someone's showing up while you're overthinking. Someone's building while you're hesitating. Why not you? Why not now? The truth is, you don't need motivation. You need a decision. You need a line in the sand. Enough waiting to feel ready. Enough waiting for a sign. This is the sign. There's nothing magical about change. It's not a secret. It's a decision, followed by action, repeated over and over again. That's it. And the only thing that stands between where you are and where you want to be is you. Not your past, not your mistakes, not your parents, not your school, not your job, not the economy. You, and here's the crazy part, you already know what to do. You do. It's not that you need more information. You don't need another book or podcast. You need to stop lying to yourself and start doing what you already know will make your life better. Wake up earlier. Turn off the distractions. Show up when you don't feel like it. Say no to what's not serving you. Say yes to what's uncomfortable. Get off the couch. Go for the run. Apply for the opportunity. Speak up. Let go. Begin again. It's that simple, but simple isn't easy. Simple means discipline. Simple means doing it even when it sucks. Simple means doing it especially when it sucks. Most people won't do it. That's why most people stay stuck. They settle. They numb out. They play it safe, but safe is a slow death. You're not here to be safe. You're here to grow, to fight for your future, to rise above the noise, and to become the kind of person you can be proud of. There's no perfect time. There's just now, just this breath, just this moment. Use it. Take one small step today. Doesn't have to be huge, doesn't have to be impressive. Just move. Action is the antidote to fear. Action builds confidence. Action creates momentum. Momentum changes lives. You don't get confidence first. You build it by doing the scary thing. Confidence is earned through effort, through failure, through repetition, through choosing to try when quitting would be easier. Every time you choose effort over comfort, you grow. And growth feels better than comfort ever will. You're not stuck. You're just scared, and fear is normal. But fear is not a stop sign. It's a green light to lean in. Fear means you're close to something that matters, so feel it and move anyway. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's action in the face of it. Everyone starts scared. Everyone starts uncertain. No one has it all figured out. But the ones who succeed, the ones who transform their lives, are the ones who start anyway. Start with the fear. Start with the doubt. Start with the shaking hands. Just start. One small action changes everything. Don't waste your life waiting for clarity. Clarity comes from action, not thought. Thinking about change doesn't change you. Doing something does. So stop thinking and start building. Build discipline, build habits, build belief. You're capable of more than you've shown. Way more, but potential means nothing without action. You can read all the quotes, watch all the videos, listen to all the advice, but until you take that uncomfortable step, nothing changes. This is not about being perfect. It's about being relentless, messy, consistent, raw, real. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a reason that's stronger than your excuses. Think about what's at stake. Think about the life you could live. Think about the people who would benefit if you stepped up. Think about the peace that could be yours if you stopped running from the truth. Think about the power you'd have if you finally took control of your habits, your mindset, your direction. What if this is the last year you play small? What if this is the year you finally say yes to your potential? What if you stopped wasting time on things that drain your energy and started investing that energy into building the life you dream about? You don't need permission. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to decide that today is the day you stop waiting 20 minutes. That's it. That's all it takes to plant a new seed in your mind. A new story, a new identity, not the one that says I'm stuck, or I'm too late, or I'll never change. That's the old story. It's a lie. Burn it, bury it, replace it with truth. You are capable. You are strong. You are ready. Even if you don't feel like it, discipline is more important than motivation. Motivation fades, discipline stays. Discipline shows up when you don't want to. Discipline ignores your excuses. Discipline reminds you why you started. If you rely on motivation, you'll fail. But if you rely on discipline, you'll succeed, even on the hard days. Especially on the hard days, every time you choose growth over comfort, you win. Every time you show up when it's inconvenient, you win. Every time you push past fear, you win. Stack those wins, stack them daily. Watch how your life begins to shift. Slowly, then suddenly, this is not about being the best. This is about becoming better than yesterday, just 1% better. That's enough. Progress over perfection. Progress is power. Progress is freedom. Progress is everything, and it's always in your control. You are not defined by your past. Not your failures, not your pain, not your mistakes. You are defined by what you choose today, right now, and every day after this. Choose to fight. Choose to rise. Choose to believe. Choose to become. Your habits are shaping your future. Are they serving you or sabotaging you? What are you repeating every day? Because that's your real life, not what you dream about, what you repeat. If you want change, change what you do daily. That's the formula. It's not luck. It's not talent. It's consistency. Most people quit when it gets hard. Most people run back to comfort. Be different. Be the one who keeps going. Be the one who doesn't give up when it's hard. Be the one who chooses to rise again and again. No matter how many times you fall, you're never too late. You're never too far gone. You're never too broken. As long as you're breathing, you can begin again. Start over. Start fresh. Start tired. Start scared. Just start. The clock is ticking, not to scare you, but to remind you that you don't have forever. You have now, and now is everything. This is not about hype. This is not about inspiration. This is about action. What will you do after this? What's the next right step? Take it, then take another, then another. You'll look up and realize you've changed, you've grown. You've become someone stronger, wiser, more focused. You don't have to know every answer. You don't have to see the whole path. Just take the step in front of you. Trust the process. Trust your effort. Trust the fire that brought you here today. It's real, and it's ready to be unleashed. Time will pass anyway. The days will go by no matter what. So use them, build with them, let them work for you, not against you. Make them count, because every small choice adds up. Every daily action compounds. You're either building your dream or building your regret. So what's it going to be? Stay in the cycle or break it. Keep complaining or change it. Keep waiting or move. The choice is yours. It always has been. It always will be. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be brave enough to begin. Change doesn't start when you feel motivated. It starts the moment you decide that you're done living the same way. Motivation is like a spark. It comes and goes. It's great when it shows up, but you can't count on it. Some days you'll feel fired up. Other days you won't even want to get out of bed. That's where most people get it wrong. They think they need to feel ready before they act, but the truth is, you don't need to feel anything. You just need to make a decision, a firm, solid, non-negotiable decision that says, I'm going to change no matter what. That decision is the first crack in the wall you've built around yourself. It's the beginning of freedom, and once you make that choice, you don't need to do something massive. You just need one small step. Something so simple you can do it even on your worst day. Wake up 10 minutes earlier, go for a 5-minute walk, drink water instead of soda, read one page instead of scrolling for hours, send that email. Write that sentence. Take that uncomfortable but necessary action. Small steps may not look impressive, but they're powerful. Every time you choose a good habit over a bad one, you're casting a vote for the kind of life you want to live. Every time you take action when you don't feel like it, you're building mental strength. And that's what creates change. Not one big decision, but small, consistent actions done over and over again. Think about how habits are formed. Not overnight, through repetition, through showing up daily. You want to get in shape. It's not about going to the gym once for 3 hours. It's about going every day for 15 minutes. You want to be more focused. It's not about deleting social media once. It's about turning off notifications every day. You want confidence. It's not about a motivational speech. It's about proving to yourself, through your actions, that you are capable of showing up. This isn't about being perfect. This is about being consistent, even when it's boring, even when it's hard, even when no one is watching. That's what builds real transformation. Motivation is temporary, but daily action, that's what changes your life. That's what turns a dream into a result. You don't need to move a mountain today. Just pick up one rock, then do it again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. Eventually, that mountain starts to move. You already have the power. You don't need permission. You don't need more time. You don't need another motivational quote. You just need to start. Decide that you're ready to become someone better. Then show up. Keep showing up. And never underestimate the power of doing one small thing every single day on purpose, because that's how change really happens. One decision, one step, one day at a time. You already know what to do. Stop waiting to feel ready and start doing it now. Deep down, you know exactly what needs to change. You know the habits that are holding you back. You know the things you're avoiding. You know the conversations you're scared to have, the choices you're scared to make, the goals you've been pushing aside. It's not that you're confused. It's not that you need more advice. You just keep telling yourself that you're not ready, that maybe tomorrow you'll be more confident, that maybe next week the timing will be better, that maybe next month you'll finally feel motivated. But here's the truth. That feeling isn't coming, and you're wasting precious time waiting for something that doesn't exist. Readiness is a myth. No one ever feels ready to change their life. No one wakes up one morning and suddenly feels fearless and perfectly prepared. People become ready by doing the hard thing while they still feel scared. Confidence doesn't come first. It comes after you take action. It grows every time you do the thing you didn't think you could do. So the longer you wait, the longer you delay your own growth, the more you hesitate, the further away your goals drift. Think about all the moments you held back. Think about all the opportunities you ignored because you didn't feel ready. Did waiting help? Did that hesitation make you stronger? Or did it just keep you stuck in the same place? The truth is, action is what creates clarity. When you start doing, your brain starts learning. You get feedback. You get stronger. You figure things out. But if you stay frozen in thought, you stay exactly where you are. Overthinking steals more dreams than failure ever will. What you need right now is not another reason to wait. You need a reason to move, and here it is. Your future depends on it. The person you want to become, the life you want to live, the peace you want to feel, it's all waiting for you on the other side of action. Not perfection, not comfort, just action. One step forward, one small brave move. That's all it takes to shift your entire direction. You already know what to do. Wake up earlier, stop scrolling, start working. Take care of your body, speak your truth, break the habit, build the discipline. You already know, so stop acting like you don't. Stop pretending that confusion is your problem. It's not. Delay is your problem. Fear is your problem, and fear is not a good enough reason to waste your potential. You've waited long enough. You've doubted long enough. You've watched other people move while you stayed frozen. Now it's your turn. No more waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. You don't need to be ready. You just need to begin. And once you begin, everything starts to change. Discipline matters more than motivation. Show up daily even when it's hard. Motivation is like a wave. It comes in strong, but it never stays forever. Some days you wake up feeling inspired. Other days you wake up tired, stressed, and completely unmotivated. If you only show up when you're motivated, you're not going to make it far. That's where most people quit. They wait for the right feeling instead of building the right habit, and that's the difference between the people who grow and the people who stay stuck. The ones who win aren't always the most talented or the most excited. They're just the ones who show up, no matter how they feel. Discipline is the key. Discipline is the decision to show up again and again, even when it's boring, even when it's uncomfortable, even when no one is watching. Discipline is what pushes you out of bed at 5 a.m. when you'd rather sleep. It's what drives you to work on your goals when the excitement has faded. It's what helps you say no to distractions when your mind is looking for an escape. Discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent. It's about doing the right thing even when it's the last thing you feel like doing. People think success is about luck or timing or motivation. But success is about repetition. It's about building routines. It's about keeping promises to yourself, even on the hard days, especially on the hard days. That's where the real transformation happens. When you feel tired but show up anyway, when you feel overwhelmed but take the next step anyway, when you feel doubt but take action anyway, that's the moment you build strength. That's the moment you grow. That's the moment you prove to yourself that you are serious about your future. Discipline builds character. It builds confidence. It builds a mindset that can't be broken by a bad mood, a bad day, or a bad week. Discipline says, I don't need to feel good to do what needs to be done. And that mindset, that level of self-respect, is what separates average from unstoppable, because anyone can show up when it's easy. But it takes real strength to show up when it's hard, and the more you practice that, the easier it gets. Your mind stops looking for excuses and starts looking for solutions. Think about the life you want. The body, the income, the focus, the freedom, it's all built on the foundation of discipline, not motivation. Motivation fades. Discipline is the tool that builds everything worth having. So train your mind to show up no matter what. Set the alarm, block the distractions, stick to the plan. Be the kind of person who does the work even when it's tough. That's where the breakthroughs happen. That's how you take control of your life. Not by chasing motivation, but by mastering discipline. One day at a time. Fear is normal, but not a stop sign. Take action even when you're scared. Everybody feels fear. It's part of being human. Fear shows up when you're about to step into something unfamiliar, something uncomfortable, something that matters. It shows up when you're about to grow. That's why fear isn't a bad thing. It means you're about to do something that could change your life. But what most people do is stop the moment fear appears. They wait until the fear goes away before they move forward. And that moment never comes, because fear doesn't just disappear. You have to move through it. Fear is not a signal to stop. It's a signal to pay attention. It's your brain trying to protect you from the unknown. But here's the truth. Most of what you're afraid of isn't dangerous. It's uncomfortable. Rejection is uncomfortable. Failing is uncomfortable. Starting over is uncomfortable. But none of it is going to destroy you. It's going to build you. It's going to teach you. It's going to grow you. The difference between people who change their lives and people who stay stuck isn't that one group feels no fear. It's that one group takes action anyway, even with the fear, even with the doubt, even with the voice in the back of their mind saying, what if you fail? They feel the fear and do it anyway, and that's how courage is built. Not by waiting for fear to go away, but by acting in spite of it. Think about all the times you let fear win, the opportunities you said no to, the conversations you avoided, the dreams you buried. Was fear worth it? Did it protect you, or did it rob you? Every time you run from fear, you shrink, but every time you face it, even in the smallest way, you grow. You get stronger. You prove to yourself that fear doesn't control you. You don't need to feel brave to be brave. You just need to move one step. That's all it takes. Say the thing you're scared to say. Apply for what you don't feel qualified for. Show up to the room you feel unworthy of being in. Speak your truth. Take the leap. Start the thing, whatever it is. Just begin. Fear may still be there, but you're taking your power back when you act anyway. You don't overcome fear by thinking about it. You overcome it by doing the thing that scares you again and again. Action rewires your brain. Every time you face fear and survive, your mind learns that it's safe to grow, safe to try, safe to show up, and that's how confidence is built, not from comfort, but from courage. So the next time fear shows up, don't run. Don't freeze, don't wait. Take one small step forward. Let fear walk beside you if it wants to, but don't let it lead. You move, you decide, because fear is normal, but it's never a reason to stop. It's a reason to rise. Progress, not perfection, is the real goal. Just aim to be 1% better every day. Perfection is a trap. It keeps people stuck. It creates pressure that says if something isn't flawless, it's not worth doing. And that kind of thinking ruins more dreams than failure ever could. The truth is, no one starts out perfect. No one gets everything right on the first try. The people who succeed are not the ones chasing perfection. They're the ones committed to progress. They're the ones who say, I may not be where I want to be yet, but I'm moving forward, I'm growing, I'm learning, I'm getting better every day. You don't need to make massive changes overnight. You don't need to change your whole life in one day. That's not realistic, but you can become 1% better, one tiny improvement, one small decision, one better habit, one new action. That's how real growth happens. Slowly, quietly, daily. You don't notice it at first, but it builds, it adds up, and over time, it creates transformation. It's easy to get frustrated when progress feels slow. It's easy to compare yourself to people who seem further ahead. But don't forget, they started somewhere too. They had setbacks, they made mistakes, they kept showing up, and that's what matters, not being perfect, not doing everything right, just showing up every single day and giving your best in that moment. Progress is powerful. Every time you choose to grow, even just a little, you're changing your life, reading one page, drinking one glass of water, taking one deep breath before reacting, saying no to one bad habit, saying yes to one small challenge. That's how momentum starts, not with giant leaps, but with steady steps. Don't let the need to be perfect stop you from making progress. Perfection says, if I can't do it perfectly, I won't do it at all. Progress says, I'll do what I can with what I have. And that mindset, that choice to keep moving, is what creates results. It builds confidence, it builds belief, it builds resilience. You stop being someone who quits, and you become someone who grows. Every day is a new chance. A new shot at being better than yesterday, not better than anyone else, just better than who you were. That's all that matters. That's all you can control, your effort, your attitude, your actions. So stop chasing a perfect version of life that doesn't exist. Start building a life based on effort and improvement. There's no finish line, no final destination where everything becomes perfect. Life is about growth, about learning, about evolving, so take the pressure off. Focus on getting better, not being perfect. Show up, do your best, and if you mess up, try again tomorrow. That's what creates real, lasting change, not perfection, but progress repeated daily with purpose.